With the 8th pick in the 2020 NHL Draft, the Buffalo Sabres select. I'll let you know and let you know exactly what I think. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Billievers Talk. My name is Joe and welcome to this NHL Draft edition of Billievers Talk. We're going to talk a little bit about our Buffalo Sabres. That's right. I know normally we're huge on the Buffalo Bills here. Obviously, we're in the middle of a huge season for the Buffalo Bills, 4-0. So lots of Bills content coming out right now. But that doesn't mean we can't take a timeout and talk about our hockey team, the Buffalo Sabres. Tonight was the 2020 NHL Draft. So, the Buffalo Sabres had the 8th overall pick. Before we get into who they picked, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button for continual Buffalo sports content. After you hit that subscribe button, like this video. Listen, you might not be happy with the pick, but you be happy with the coverage that I provide. Hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the Buffalo Sabres 2020 first round NHL Draft pick. Today is the first round of the NHL Draft, with all previous or all following rounds coming both tomorrow, and I believe there's more rounds on Thursday as well. So throughout the week, we will be keeping you up to date on who the Buffalo Sabres draft. Obviously, so many names unknown, especially when you talk about the later rounds. This isn't like the NFL where college football is widely broadcasted. You talk about different hockey leagues where these players come from, including the Buffalo Sabres draft pick. And so there might not be names that you guys know, but you want to keep up to date because with all the trade rumors going on with Jack Eichel, obviously, as of right now, those don't hold true, which is nice to see. But with all those trade rumors, you want to know who the Buffalo Sabres, who Adams brings in to help out Jack Eichel. Because remember, as I've said here before, the clock is ticking on Jack Eichel wanting to stay in Buffalo and having that trade clause, opt-out clause in his contract. I believe he has a no-trade clause as of 2023. So the clock is ticking for Jack Eichel if he wants to move on to another team and wants to actually try to win. So maybe the Buffalo Sabres can try to make his wish come true and help him in that quest to win and get into the playoffs. So again, guys, the Buffalo Sabres had the 8th overall pick in the 2020 NHL Draft. And, as I'm watching the NHL Draft, there's one player who was dropping, Marco Rossi from the OHL. He was actually the 2020 Player of the Year in the OHL last season, and he's a center. He again, really good player. I thought that the Buffalo Sabres might be looking his way. Some people were surprised that he fell to us. A lot of mock drafts I saw had Rossi going anywhere from 4 to 7. So, I thought him dropping to 8 was a good sign for the Buffalo Sabres. I thought the Buffalo Sabres might look his way. However, they pick his teammate up. They pick up a right winger. They pick up Jack Quinn of Ottawa in the OHL, in the Ontario Hockey League. Not a bad pick in those mock drafts, the same mock drafts where I saw Marco Rossi going anywhere from 4th to 7th. I saw Jack Quinn going around 12th to 15th. So a top 15 prospect, maybe a little earlier than a lot of NHL analysts thought. For Jack Quinn. But you talk about getting a good right winger who knows how to score. In fact, in 62 games played, he has scored 52 goals and has 37 assists. So you're talking about 89 points in 62 games. That's great production out of your right winger. And that's one thing the Buffalo Sabres normally haven't done. The Sabres don't normally draft wingers. And so it's good to see them going a little bit out of the box. And maybe that's why we kept away from Marco Rossi. We didn't get that center. We went after a winger instead in Jack Quinn. And you think about the trade made earlier this offseason to get Eric Stahl at that center position. Now, sure, Eric Stahl's a little bit older and he's not our long-term solution there at center. But when you have someone there who can put up some points on the second line, do you want to get a center in the draft? That's a great question to ask yourself, and that's a question that Adams and the Buffalo Sabres front office had asked themselves, and they chose to go with Jack Quinn. So some highlights about Jack Quinn. First of all, 6 foot, 176 pounds. He's an above average skater. In fact, if there's one knock on him during his film and watching some of the pre-draft analysts, they said that he's getting better at his skating ability, but that's one thing that he definitely will need to work on trying to head into the next level. One thing he's great at, as I pointed out earlier, is scoring ability. He finds a way to score either goals or assists. Again, talking about 89 points scored in 62 games. So he knows how to score with the puck. Now, how much of that is due to playing alongside Marco Rossi, we're about to find out, right? Because more than likely, Marco Rossi is NHL ready. At least that's what some of the analysts seem to think. So if he goes up to the NHL, that's going to leave Jack Quinn still playing in the OHL in the 2020-2021 NHL season, and see how he does without the OHL MVP of the 2019-2020 season there with him. So definitely going to see what he can do when he doesn't have the help they had from the previous season. He does have good hands, good stick work, so that's something also that will really help out when playing with the Buffalo Sabres. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Again, I thought that the Buffalo Sabres might go with Marco Rossi, but they kind of throw a curveball and go Jack Quinn. Maybe not a terrible pick. Again, not a terrible pick at all. I'm looking forward to see what he can do. It's not a name that was out of nowhere. Again, a lot of NHL analysts had him going in the top 15. Just ladder in the top 15, like 12th to 15th. So obviously the Buffalo Sabres see something in Jack Quinn that maybe some other analysts do not. He was rising right before the NHL draft, as I kept up as much as I could with the beginning of the NHL draft. So again, not devastated, but not ecstatic either. When I saw Marco Rossi falling to us, I did get excited, hoping that Rossi would be picked by the Sabres. But again, maybe that Eric Staal trade made center not as big of a priority as winger. So again, guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this draft pick? Again, the Buffalo Sabres have some work to do. We all know that. They're still rebuilding. Feels like we've been rebuilding forever, and we have. But with the start of a new regime, hopefully that's a start of a sign of good things to come as the Buffalo Bills select Jack Quinn with the 8th overall pick. Now, the first round is still going on, so if the Buffalo Sabres do anything else, I'm not sure how they would create a trade that would put them back in the first round. But if they do anything else, you know to watch right here on Believers Talk as we keep you up to date on the Buffalo Sabres and our Buffalo Bills. So again, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Like this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you like Jack Quinn, or do you wish the Buffalo Sabres went after Marco Rossi? Marco Rossi was actually the next pick going to the New Jersey Devils. So we have this thing where hopefully Marco Rossi doesn't do better than Jack Quinn, and then all of a sudden Buffalo Sabres fans are looking at this new regime saying, hey, you could have got this guy, right? We always play a little bit of that Monday morning quarterback type thing where we're looking at the Buffalo Sabres and saying, listen, this guy was available at 8. You took a chance on a Jack Quinn. Again, we need wingers, so I'm not upset about this pick. We need right wingers. We need wingers who could score. We had a lot of wingers go into free agency this offseason. So, and with the cap space situation the way it is, and with the Pagulas announcing that they will not be adding to the cap and that they want the Buffalo Sabres to stay below a certain number, this may help out with that situation as well. So plenty of good to be said about picking up a winger. I think there may have been 1 or 2 wingers available that were better than Jack Quinn, but Jack Quinn's right there. Jack Quinn's a top 15 prospect, picked 8th overall by the Buffalo Sabres. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section. And again, like this video, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Until I do, go Sabres.